Hello all. In this video, we are going to see about the power of compounding. It is an important financial lesson that you should know about the power of compounding. Recently, there was an interview by actor Arvind Sami. He introduced the trending term, the power of compounding. He recommended this Psychology of Money book, and based on that, compounding got viral. But in this video, we are going to see how is this compounding really impact. So before Arvind Sami's words on compounding, Einstein has given an opinion on compounding. That is, he said compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, and he who knows or understands about it earns it, and he who does not understand about it pays for it. So that's what he described about compounding as a powerful wonder of financing or investing. And now we are going to see what is compounding and how this compounding can be maximized. So this is the usual growth of an investment. Suppose if we invest $1,000 at this point of time over a period of time, that is here about 25 years, this is your principal $1,000, and you have opted for simple interest, that is no interest on interest. So only the principal gives interest year on year that will be accumulated till you take out the money. So that 25 years, if suppose you are going with the 10% growth rate, then 25 years, each year your $1,000 gives $100. So 25 years means, so you get $2,500 as a growth as per your simple interest. So totally you will get $3,500 at the end of 25 years. But if you have opted for compound interest, that is, you make the interest to accumulate to the principal, and the next year that interest also yield interest. If you have opted for that option, then it would have yielded compound interest, that is interest on interest. So in that case, after 25 years, you will yield more than $7,300. So at this point, you will get your returns. This is the surprising effect of your compounding. How to maximize this compounding? Can we increase this compounding effect more? Yes, we can. We have to understand the fact that how this compounding effect can be maximized. It can be done by four things. Number one is the principal, that is how much you are investing in the investment. That matters a lot because your principal will yield you higher returns. And also, if you are opted for yearly addition to the principal, then this compounding effect will be more. So that is the first point, principal should be more. Then the second point is the time duration. If you take 10 years, if you want to feel the effect of the compounding here, you may not feel the effect of compounding. Same as 15 years, here you will feel a slight compounding effect. At 20 years, you may feel somewhat a considerable amount of compounding. But you go beyond that point, you reach the exponential growth. By the time you get a huge compounding return. So what matters here is the length of the time. So the time interval you keep on your savings matters for you to get this compounding effect. Second is the time. Then the third is the rate of interest. In this graph, we have represented the interest as 10%. But in case your interest is more, then the graph expands within the same time period. So this expansion, this exponential growth will be more when you have a higher rate of interest. So this interest also decides the compounding effect. Then the fourth important point is whether you are compounding it on a monthly basis or daily basis or yearly basis. That also matters. So these are the four parameters which decides on the value of the amount which you generate out of the compound interest. That is, first is your principal, second is your time, third is your interest, and fourth is your frequency of compounding. In the coming slides, we will see with different graphs and with different interest and time intervals and monthly and yearly frequency. So here, this is about the different interest rates. That is, we have invested the same $1,000 here at this point, and after 25 years, if we are getting 3%, in the previous slide we have seen about 10% growth, but if suppose we are getting 3% interest, so at the end of 25 years, it will be nearly $2,100 will be the returns. But as against, if it is 6%, then it will be here. If it is 9%, it will be here. If it is 12%, it will be here. If it is 15%, it will be here. So as the interest rate increases, the compounding effect can be felt very fast. So that you have to understand about the effect of interest rates on the compounding. So the lesson here is always debt has higher interest rates, hence the long term compounding effect will be higher when compared to the saving schemes where the interest rates will be very less. So in order to feel the compounding, you have to wait much longer. Now this graph represents the importance of the frequency of compounding. So we have invested the same $1,000 here. After 25 years, if suppose we have compounded it annually, we get nearly $33,000. On the other hand, if we have done compounding once in 6 months, then we would have got nearly $37,000. On a quarterly basis, it is nearly $40,000. On a monthly compounding basis, then it is nearly $41,500. If it is done on a daily basis, then it is nearly $42,500. So frequency plays an important role in EMIs. So equated monthly installments, if you are paying the equated monthly installments, there the compounding happens by itself on a monthly basis. To sum up, compounding depends upon four parameters. First is the amount of money or the principal which you invest is going to multiply. So the initial amount or the continuous invested money matters first. Secondly, the time period. As early as you start the investments, then as long as your investment is present, then you can feel the compounding. Then the third thing is the rate of interest. As your rate of interest is high, then the compounding effect also will be high, and you can feel this compounding much earlier. Then fourth is the frequency of the compounding, that is daily, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annual basis. So the principal, time, interest, and frequency all decides the effect of compounding. And if you understand the compound interest, the power of compounding, then you can earn it. If you don't understand, you have to pay for it. If you like this video, please click on the like button, and if you find it useful, please share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.